Welcome home, soul travelers. You found your way back to a place you've never seen, but always known. This is a remembering, a rethreading of what was lost, and what is returning. If you've ever longed for the sea, if you've ever dreamed of light in your veins, if you've ever cried at the stars for no reason at all, this message is for you. This is your Lemurian memory. Sit back, close your eyes if you need to. Let your soul remember what your mind has forgotten. Have you ever missed a place you've never been? Felt homesick for a land no map could show you? This is for the ones who cry at the sound of the ocean, the ones who feel different, not just on the outside, but in their bones, the ones who remember without knowing why. You are not crazy, you are remembering. Long before Atlantis, long before the world broke into pieces, there was a place called Lemuria. We didn't call it that, of course, we just called it home. A shimmering land where light met water, where mountains hummed with song, and where beings like us walked tall, barefoot on stone paths made of crystal and coral. We were not human in the way you know now. We were light in form, spirit anchored into water and bone. We remembered who we were. We were tall, 6, 7, sometimes 8 feet tall. Our skin glowed like pearl sand or moonlight. Our eyes held the color of deep sea and storm sky. Our hair shimmered with hues of galaxies, silver, sunfire, indigo flame, and our bodies smelled like rain, salt, jasmine, or cedar, depending on the frequency we carried. We didn't speak with words. We spoke through light, sound, and feeling. Our hands moved like the rivers. Our hearts pulsed like the stars. We were not meant to be remembered by face. We were meant to be felt. And you, if you're still here with me, you already know. We were more than star seeds. We were temple keepers, frequency weavers, guardians of the old flame. In Lemuria, there were no temples made of gold, just stone, shell, sea glass, and starlight. We lived among the elements, not above them. We honored them. Each priestess had a path. Some kept the waters. Some kept the winds. Some sang to the seeds before they were planted. And some of us, we walked with dragons. Yes, dragons. Not beasts, not myths, but ancient celestial intelligences. Elemental beings who could speak the language of volcanoes, oceans, and stars. We didn't control them. We listened to them. We merged with them in dream. They would wrap around our temples at night, breathe fire to clear distortion, and whisper codes into the stones at dawn. We rode them across dimensions, not with reins, but with intention. We were their kin, and when one of us was called into ceremony, a dragon would rise. Fire dragons for purification, water dragons for grief and release, air dragons for prophecy, earth dragons for anchoring light codes deep into the bones of the planet. I was one of the swimmers between worlds. A priestess, yes, but also a rescuer. A messenger between temple and cave. I didn't stay in one place. I went where I was needed. I would dive into sacred pools to retrieve visions, whisper light through coral chambers to awaken children's memories, and call upon dragon fire to clear portals too dense for others to enter. We didn't use tools. We were the tools. Our bodies were attuned. Our voices encoded. Our hearts were open. We knew when death was not an ending. We knew when memory had to be hidden. And we knew that one day we would return. And now some of us have. There was a day when the ocean changed its voice. The sky was low, the light was strange, and all across the land the dragons began to hum. They knew. The priestesses knew as well. The children didn't, though. We didn't call it the end. We just called it the day the water rose. We had heard the whispers of Atlantis turning inward, of fractures in the earth grid, of those who chose power over presence. We stayed until we couldn't. I remember that day. I was one of the messengers between temple and cave, a swimmer, a bridge between the children and the elders. The dragons had already began their departure. The crystal markers were glowing. The sea was shifting beneath our feet. And then it began. The waters rose not in anger, but in rhythm, as if the planet herself was exhaling her grief. Children scattered. Some ran into the trees. Some stood in shock on the shore. And I dove. The first swim, I carried two. One on my back, one in my arms. Ashta was waiting at the cave mouth, her silver braids soaked, her eyes lit with soul fire. She took them in. I turned back. The second swim, the sky darkened. I found a pair, twins maybe, holding each other near the reef. I brought them too. I could barely breathe by then, but the sea kept calling, and I could still feel one more out there. The final swim. There was a child clinging to the driftwood, crying in a voice I still hear in my dreams. I reached for them, placed their hand on my shoulder, kicked, pulled, rose, but the waves came first. I went under. Salt in my lungs, light above me fading, Ashta's voice in the distance. I saw the cave. The others, the children, safe, and I let go. But my soul did not leave. I stayed, tethered to the ones I saved, watching, witnessing, promising. I'll return when they remember. That's why you feel it now. That's why you cry at waves. That's why your children carry memories they never learned, because part of you was there, and part of you still is. Not all of us died when Lemuria fell. Some of us dissolved. Some of us chose to return, not in the same form, but with the same frequency. We are the ones who came back through bloodlines, through dreams, through birth canals of time. We were born again into Earth, but the Earth had changed. The light was dimmer, the songs were gone, and yet we remembered. First in dreams, then in silence, then in tears that made no sense. We cried when we touched crystals. We anchored near oceans. We felt dizzy under full moons. And then some of us gave birth. The children came first. Some drew underwater cities. Some spoke of dolphins before learning words. Some looked into our eyes and whispered, "You're not from here either, are you?" We thought we were raising them, but they were here to awaken us. It began in your womb, with the child who didn't stay, then the one who did, then the ones who kept arriving, as if they were waiting for us this whole time. My children, each one carrying a piece of the original code, each one unlocking another part of my soul's temple, and suddenly, I began to remember too. Through my voice, through my art, through my spiritual fire that refused to be domesticated, I saw faces in water. I wrote things I didn't study. I felt timelines collapse and rebuild as I slept. I wasn't imagining it, though. I was remembering it. I am Lemurian. I am a light keeper. I am a swimmer between worlds, and I am back now, exactly where I need to be. Thank you for remembering with me. If these words awaken something in you, trust it. Your remembering is not random. We are the ones returning, the dreamers, the water bearers, the one who lit the torches before the world forgot its way. You are not alone. You never were. Until next time. Stay rooted, stay radiant, and stay remembering. Ohana forever, Britt.